Salih Shafi. A man I've been friends with for 13 years of my life. And if there's one thing to know about my time with him, it's that you never know what to expect. These are the Chronicles of White Marsh.
Up a little bit. Look at the.
Sorry, guys.
I feel a lot comfortable if you do it.
Good. Hey, I'm learning here. I'm gonna be here. What time you say? 8 o'clock you leave?
Yeah.
4. Okay, I got you. Sorry, it started moving. I wasn't sure if I was doing something wrong. I was like, whoops.
No, I don't want to do that one.
I kind of pissed them off.
I can't even reach him. There. The boss is not hear me.
One of my favorite things about being friends with Salih is that no matter how much time we spend apart, or no matter how long it goes without us seeing each other, things never change. And for the longest time, I believed that nothing could come between us. But that all changed once he left the waterfalls of White Marsh for the cornfields of Indiana. Out there in Indiana, he was being introduced to an entirely new concept: doing things himself. All I'm saying is that it's super interesting that only 3 months after he moved to Indiana, I hear this.
Hey, Saul. What's up, man?
Waalaikumsalam, what's up?
Dude, I'm getting married, man.
Some of us took it harder than others. But for me personally, I was just really confused. Salih once told me,
When I'm finding a girl, I'm gonna make sure she's a girl version of you.
and for the longest time, I had no idea what that meant. Did it mean, for example, that he was looking for someone with superb athletic ability and amazing hand-eye coordination just like me? Yeah, that probably wasn't it. Or option 2, did it mean that he was looking for someone who was essentially the female Snapchat filter version of me? Definitely not that one either. But then it came to me. What Salih meant by that is that he was looking for someone who understood his life philosophy. A deceivingly simple 4-word question. What would Salih do? This is the underlying philosophy by which Salih lives his life, and you see it all across his Instagram page, along with the hashtag Chronicles of White Marsh. What would Salih do?
Salih does what Salih does best. Salih. Ain't no one's gonna stop that fool. Either go with the flow or move out of the way.
And when you live with the mentality of what would Salih do,
Aatir, you gotta do your thing, man.
nothing's impossible. However, it's important to recognize that this philosophy is not for everyone, and that there are people who consider themselves to be victims of the what would Salih do philosophy.
So on June 30th, 2019, I was on my way to what was supposed to be a beautiful trip with amazing waterfalls and beautiful sights. We did a lot of hikes, and you know, they were supposed to be 1 or 2 miles, but you know, some started to be 10, others were 20 miles, sometimes even 30 miles without food or water. Salih would always say that it's not going to be that bad. We talk about, oh, it's a beginner hike, you know, never took food or water. He lied to us. Every day. And when we got back from the hikes, we didn't even get rooms to stay in. We stayed in a car.
So we were basically living out of this car. So up here we have the desk, the closet, we have the kitchen pantry right here, and then some extra storage over here.
You know how hard it is to sleep in a car with a 6'4" person in front of you? No leg room. And they didn't let me shower.
Okay, Adam, what is the craziest thing that Salih has made you do?
So there was a plane, right? And when we went to that plane crash on that beach, there was multiple signs that said, do not climb on the plane. So, you know, the first thing Salih thought when he saw that sign was like, let me make Adam climb on the plane. And when Salih asks you to do something, or when he wants you to do something, you're gonna do it. Cool, right? Cool story. Now I go up there and I'm like, how am I gonna get down? Because the plane's all broken up, right? So that was an interesting fall.
You're about 3 inches away from the window with your right foot. Hold on. No, you're about 4 inches away now. Don't slip yet. Hey, y'all have a good one. You too.
Thanks. Take care.
He'll figure it out. You're almost there. Oh.
And that's what happens when you try to do something that Salih would do.
Why did Salih take you on this trip?
I'm not sure why he wanted to take me on this trip. I don't know if he finds it amusing, you know, watching people trying to hike 20 miles without food or water. I don't know. I might have to ask him when I see him, but I'm afraid he might take me on another trip.
So, Salih invited you to this trip last minute. Knowing full well Salih planned this months ago, probably even years ago for all we know. And he invited you 10 days before he was heading out. Why? Was it a last minute brother bonding moment before he got married?
I realized after we got back, the real reason why Salih took them with him, man, I realized I was at chauffeur the whole freaking time there. I drove around that whole country. And when I got back, I got hit with a ticket.
That's not the point. The real point, and the reason that we took this trip was to bring my brother. And the reason we brought my brother is because I need everyone fit for my wedding, and I couldn't get him to move otherwise. And now he has no choice. But now he's enjoying it. He might even like it more than me.
So after talking to the victims of the What Would Salih Do philosophy firsthand, I realized that I needed to make sure that whoever he married was well aware and well prepared for the What Would Salih Do philosophy. So I prepared a list of questions curated from different events or different true stories from Salih's life. Answering these questions correctly will verify that you are indeed ready for a life with Salih. Do you think you're ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so question 1. Salih is out on the annual ISB camping trip, and one day he's out collecting firewood. So your options are: you can fight with your bare hands, call for help, use an item, or a run. And in this situation, what would his weapon of choice be?
Axe body spray and a lighter.
Next question. Saul is playing online. He's top 5 in the world in Madden, and he needs to keep his spot.
You're an idiot. You really are, though.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected.
It's 4th and 10 with less than a minute to go. Everything is on the line on this one play, and you need this touchdown. What do? You can A, throw the curl for the first down, B, scramble for the first down, C, hit the tight end on a crossing route, or D, put Westbrook in the slot and hit him on the go.
Put Westbrook on the slot and hit him on the out. Duh.
10.
25, check 25, check 25. Check Mike 54. Mike has it. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 54.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. A great play there.
Next up, Salih's on a trip to California with 3 of his friends. Aatir forgot to get the keys from the dealer, and well, I'll let Arsal explain the rest.
It's not even day one. This is hour 1. Yeah, so what happened was we just came out of the airport, right? Now we're driving with the car on, right? No keys push to start, right? Put the engine and it says no key detected. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we don't have a key.
Alright, you heard what Arsal said. What's Salih gonna do now?
They're gonna go to the Enterprise and tell them they messed up and have them give them an upgrade and a free Uber.
Now Salih talked them into giving us a free Uber. Out of all the options that are available, which one does he choose? And of course, why?
Knowing him, he's gonna go with the most expensive one because they're paying for it, so I'm gonna say Uber Black.
Uber Black says it's the most expensive. Says it's gonna cost like $150. Our car rental's only like $200.
Alright, Rabbia, this one's gonna be a throwback to the UMBC days. Unfortunately, I don't really have any footage because he never showed up to class. So instead, here's a picture of a camel that we hung out with one time that we skipped class together. Okay, question 5. It's the Chem Lab final, and our grade absolutely depends on Salih helping me out because I can't do it by myself. So what's Salih gonna do in this situation?
He's not gonna help at all. He's just gonna mix up chemicals and hope it works.
So I know you're in dental school right now, and I just want to make sure that you're aware that when it comes to studying habits, Salih is not exactly the best influence. So what do his study habits look like?
He's gonna have everyone teach him what he needs to know for the exam.
And Salih would call me like the afternoon before an exam, and he'd be like, okay, I'm gonna bring this food, you're gonna sit in front of me, and you're gonna just speed through these slides. And then he would be actively Instagramming or whatever he was doing, while he'd be like, all right, yo, repeat that again. And he'd be like, all right, got it. And then like he'd get like 2 points less than me in the exam. It was the most obnoxious, just, it's horrible.
Alright, so it seems like she passes flying colors. But I realized as I was doing these interviews that I've been thinking about it the wrong way.
My name is Asifa. I am Salih's favorite sister in my own mind. I taught Salih everything he knows. Before he had the hashtag, what would Salih do? It was always, what would Asifa do? You know this thing that he says all the time? This would not be here if it was not for me. But I'm gonna tell you something, Salih. It's not about you anymore. Everything you thought you knew, everything you thought you understood is about to be over because now it's all going to be about this. Hashtag WWRD. Salih, you know what that means? You know what that means? Now it's all about what would Rabbia do?
My name is Fat Man, and I approve this message. Hungry? Why wait?
Tell me what happened between Salih and the bear.
What bear?
Come on, man. Now, Ocean City, brothers.
Oh,
brother camper.
that bear. Salih we got back from the beach, and Salih had a bunch of scratches on him and a bunch of, like, I don't know, stuff on his legs and stuff. And he told everyone he got attacked by a bear in the woods. But what really happened was, I'm sorry, Salih, I'm letting your secret out today. He got hit by a wave, one wave, and he went face first into the sand.
Is that what really happened? A wave?
Yeah. Yo, I was next to him, right? And all of a sudden, right, Salih got hit by a small wave, whatever. Like, he went in, right? He turned towards the shore, right? And then all of a sudden, I'm like, yo, Salih, watch out. And he turns around and boom! That thing took him flying into the sand. 2 feet. He gets up and he's like, I'm going to tell everyone I got attacked by a bear. And they're going to believe it. Until this day, anyone who was on that trip still thinks he got attacked by a bear.
Assalamu alaikum Salih, from me in Tokyo. Sorry we couldn't make it to the wedding, man. We're in Uzbekistan. We've been really busy, and it's a bit difficult. But I just wanted to say congratulations, man. I'm really happy for you that you're able to get married. You're an amazing person, man, and your wife is absolutely lucky to have you, man. You're also hilarious, so she's gonna be laughing for a long time, man. I just want to say, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you, your wife, your family, your children in the future, your parents, your siblings, and everyone around you, man. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take care of you guys, give you what's best, accept all your du'as, and inshallah, man, inshallah, I'll see you soon. I just want to thank you as well for being my friend, man. One of the things that I appreciate most about you is from a very young age, even though you're, quite a few years older than me, I don't know why we got along when I was younger, man, because I was a lot younger than you, man, but we always vibed, and, you were the first person to treat me like an adult and give me the proper respect, man, and that went a long way for me when we were younger, man. You always treated me, with really, really, large amounts of respect, and we vibed on a different level, man, and, alhamdulillah for you being in my life when we were younger, because you influenced me a lot, growing up, and how I think and stuff like that, man. And so I just want to thank you for always being there for me. Thank you for coming to my wedding. Makes me feel like a million times worse for not being able to make it to yours, man. I genuinely from the bottom of my heart really wanted to be there, man. But mabruk to you and your wife once again. I hope you enjoy this special occasion. And inshallah, I didn't get to see you for your wedding, but I will see you as soon as possible, my man. Just forgive me, and see you soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Funny about Salih from back in the day, man. A lot of the Hifz guys, you're probably gonna relate to this or understand, but something I crack up about with Salih to this day is in class, whenever he'd be like talking or not paying attention, or just doing something he shouldn't be doing, if you ever felt like Qari Sahib was looking at him, like if Qari Sahib would look at him or like check on him or call his name or something, if he would like ever panic, he would just read this one ayah, man. He'd go at-ta'ibun al-abidun, and the funny thing is that ayah is stuck in my head because of him. But more importantly, this dude used to recite the same ayah, like Qari Sahib knew 100% that this dude wasn't reading, because as soon as you hear Salih reading at-ta'ibuna, he was either talking right before or texting or something, because that's his go-to when he's not paying attention, So imagine being Qari Sahib, like you'd hear Salih start reading from at-ta'ibuna like 5 times throughout the day, man. And I always laugh about that with Salih, man. That's like our favorite ayah now. But yeah, man, Qari Sahib, the secret is out now, so